welcome back to Block TV. Time for this fabulous segment called Guinea Pigs, where basically we abuse our staff. But this time around, we are actually touching on this phenomena of the Bitcoin and Friends series. First episode of the new animated web series aired last week. It has already gained 30,000 viewers on YouTube. The dark humor animated show is set 10 years in the past. It revolves around the character of Bitcoin and features a bunch of well-known names such as Vitalik, Yonah. They're all animated. It's sprinkled with pop culture and crypto culture references. And we actually picked our two intrepid, investigative, best reporters, Oran, Spitzer, and Yonah Hochhauser, to break down what they think of this series, because it's a very important issue. Clearly, you will see diverging ideas there. Yonah Hochhauser, I'm going to start with you. Please, what do you think?
Right. Well, I mean, exactly like you said, Yael, it's set in 2009. It's trying to trace the historical story of Bitcoin somewhat accurately.
The historical story.
It's the historical story, and you could tell that it's pretty heavy-handed. It's set in the recession, pretty heavy-handed against the banks, the financial systems. And
it's set in dystopia, isn't it? It's kind of a.
It's their view of what life was like in 2009. You even see the opening scene. There's a spray paint on the wall saying "Thanks, Fannie Mac." And a banker peeing on the little guy.
The now defunct,
exactly.
The now defunct bank crash. Okay, yeah. You brought us a clip, right?
Well, yeah, this isn't the only time you see someone getting peed on in the thing. We actually have a clip from the actual show. Let's watch.
Well. Who do we have squatting in our home?
It's a cardboard box.
Are you saying Terry and I's home is a piece of shit?
Well, it's not a piece of shit.
This clown's got some nerve. I guess if our home's shit, we're shit too, huh, punk?
No, you're human, but you do smell of it.
If we smell like shit, you're gonna smell like piss.
Hey, gentlemen. Hey, you can't, you gotta put them things away, man.
Do you wanna get pissed on too?
You all right? Come on, let's get out of here.
First of all, okay, Jonah, clearly you know like.
Well, I mean, by the way, viewers, we're sorry, we should have said viewer discretion is advised.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of pissing going on.
Yeah. So the creator even said it was inspired by South Park and Rick and Morty. These are all dirty cartoons aimed at adults. That's fine. But it's not crude for the sake of being crude. There's a bit of intelligence and let's say smartness behind it all. Here, I mean, he get pissed on, and then this stranger beats them up by throwing ice cream at their faces. I mean, it's lost. It's lost on me.
You on the other hand, I have to say, because we are doing the he said she said here.
A little bit.
You feeling that he's being a bit of a snob?
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm into this kind of, but I was also not into Rick and Morty, and I was also not into, all the, Adult Swim, like Cartoon Network at night
of the past
things.
Okay.
That being said, I've seen episodes of Rick and Morty, and I've seen episodes of South Park, and I don't see the difference. Like, maybe it's because we're more in the crypto sphere and we hear people speaking, so this is a little bit funnier. Maybe it can't transcend the bubble. I'm not sure, but I think I hate to say this out loud, but I think my 15-year-old brother would love this.
No, there you go.
I think he would be hysterical.
And that was just such a gang up on him, I have to say. But Chip, state your case.
That might be the target, exactly as she said, that seems to be the target audience here, where crude is funny for crude's sake, whereas in Rick and Morty, there's actually, really deep philosophy behind each thing, Nietzsche.
What philosophy is there?
Wow, Nietzsche and what's the point, and multiple parallel universes, and it's really, if I haven't watched it, I recommend it, but I'm
just wondering if you were high when you were watching it. I never saw that.
At times, yes, at times not, and both times they were funny.
Okay, but back to Bitcoin and Friends, and I have to say Bitcoin's very cute. Okay,
Bitcoin is adorable.
Bitcoin's adorable. He looks like a little pale M&M.
At the beginning of the episode, they created an entire original song, which this was like this was great, like investment in this. Like,
Yeah,
they
but
did
I
an
want-
entire original song
Yeah.
where they like talk about how Bitcoin is sad now because he was just born and he's being discovered. Like those little things just make me laugh.
Yeah, there is some cute things, you know,
Please.
the accurate where they connects and there's a node connected to get stronger. So if you understand the technology or if you're into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it is a good feeling saying, hey, look, you know, some of our technology is being seen here, and that's kind of what the creators said the point was. It
so
was
maybe
a
I was saying, like, if you're in the
Yeah.
bubble, maybe you like it more than.
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you're
but
not.
then it's never going to be mass adopted.
Well, yeah, okay, it's a similar problem facing
I
Bitcoin.
refer
but,
back to my 15-year-old brother.
but the creator, I believe his name, Robert Allen, he even said that, you know, this is for him is a fun way to get to people who might even not know the technology, you know, help them to
No,
understand
exactly. And I
it.
just want to say, because you're trashing the man unnecessarily. So
Yeah.
we did have a chance to interview him.
Yeah.
Here's a bit that he had to say on BLOCKTV.
And we wanted to create something, again, maybe this is, you know, like I said earlier, perhaps selfish, but we wanted to create a show that we would actually enjoy watching. And so I guess we have, you know, a little raunchier taste of humor perhaps in some people, but that's okay. You know, there's a certain market for what we're.
That would be with Ron, the editor-in-chief of BLOCKTV. That said, you know, at first I thought, okay, I don't agree with you. He seems like a very capable young man, but he doesn't seem like the man behind the next South Park, does he?
Have you seen the criticism? I mean,
How do you know
He seems
that?
really cute.
Like he didn't look like his type of humor would be crude either. But
Yeah.
then again, this was what he created. So.
Well, you know what? Forget us. Let's take into consideration the viewers' remarks, because
Right.
not everybody thinks like you, right, Jonah?
Right. Well, there's been a lot of comments on social media talking about it. You know, and they seem very pro. Charlie Hip Hop said, "Best thing I've watched on YouTube in many moons." Of course, playing that poem of the
Yeah,
moons.
okay.
Sam was here. Said, "Legend has it that this video triggered the great 2019 bull run." I mean, that's really funny. You know, it happens to be that when this
Yeah.
episode came out, the price went shooting through the roof. The jury's still out
Okay.
there on what
Is
caused
I
it.
was
there a
about to say-
correlation? Is there not? Time
Yeah,
will tell.
no. Okay, but
Yeah, and Linux Lewis, by the way, that name says it all. That name, Linux Lewis, playing off the famous boxer as well with the operating system for nerds. That it says it all about what is the target audience here, more tech savvy, more computer savvy. He says, I got the chills at the end from what Hal said. His name's not B, it's Bitcoin. And Jay, last one, and we were speaking a lot about this, Rick and Morty. JDK said, episode 2, please. This is my favorite cartoon till Rick and Morty comes back. So,
Rick and Morty's coming back. Okay.
who knows? Satoshi coming back? You know, these are all questions that who knows?
Then
But,
who knows? Okay, so,
Yes.
actually, I'm sorry, the comments were quite.
Yes, the
Positive.
comments quite positive, and like you said, 30,000 views.
And again, also, it does sound like it's people in the space. So I will give you that. But I do think that this can transcend.
Yeah, who knows?
This can transcend.
Yeah, who knows what will cause what? Maybe if Bitcoin gets mass adopted, people will turn to the series, or maybe if the series goes mass adoption, maybe that will cause the coin to. I know that's what the creator's trying to do.
You're just not sold. That
Yeah.
said, on the meter that is the Oran and Jonah meter, there's thumbs up from you, right?
There's a thumbs up for me.
Okay, thumbs down from you.
Well, for this episode, thumbs down, but to the creator's credit, he was well aware of how tough it is. And guys, I've never tried to make
Right.
the TV show, so and I'm on a TV show, but I never tried creating a funny cartoon, so kudos to him. And to his credit, he even said in the interview, he recognizes just at the beginning, you know, let's take a listen.
Please.
You know, we feel good about that first episode as an entry. And, you know, if you've ever seen the first episode of South Park, it's pretty rough, not one of their best episodes in my opinion. And so I guess what I'm saying is I hope that people will see, even if they're not totally sold in the show, which I think a lot of people are, but even if you're on the fence, you know, please give us some support and give us your ear, because I think it's just going to get much, much better. The writing and just kind of what we're building toward really starts to come into something that's I think going to really blow people away and be a lot of fun. So.
Guys, give us some support. Give us some support.
I'm wondering if he was firstly in the crypto space or like firstly a creator of like
I can
films,
solve that
cartoons,
for
whatever
you.
it is, right? He's like
Firstly in the crypto space.
Oh, was he?
Totally.
Really? 'Cause he seems like,
yeah.
no, because he seems like he really cares in the like. I hope people like the show style, and not necessarily like. I hope people get the tech references
it's
style.
Still, let's support him. My
Yeah.
God, when have you animated last? Thank you very much. Oran, Yonah, thank you for that. That was it for Guinea Pigs on BLOCKTV. Don't forget to check us out in addition to Bitcoin and Friends on every social platform you have, Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, and we'll be right back.